for sure in that scenario, but it's been a lot of fun. And yeah, I mean, social media has been awesome for us. I mean, we met, a year and like 4 months ago, and now we're touring all over the country and stuff. So.
Yeah, you kind of alluded to, I guess, a question for all you guys, but for me, if I was in front of like thousands of people, I'd be scared shitless. Do you guys ever get stage fright or anything, or not really?
Not when you're up there.
No.
You don't.
If you do, it goes away like midway through the first song.
Yeah. You get amped more than anything. It's like you feel like your whole body, like the adrenaline starts going, and you're like, I could run through a wall. Like
It's like the 10 second shot before you walk on stage. That's it. Maybe. And then it just goes away after that.
And the 10 seconds after you forget the words to Kate and Kat.
That happened in Cleveland last week.
Yeah, it's tough.
That was awesome.
I know,
But it was in Cleveland, so like, didn't really
Yeah, you said it. Cleveland, hey, we love you, Cleveland. You were awesome.
Yeah, talk about some of the venues you've been at. What's your favorite venue you guys ever played at?
I have a feeling it's going to be this one after tonight, but
it's going crazy
up
on
until
TikTok, and just all my buddies are talking about it. Dude, it's gonna be.
It's gonna be packed, and it's crazy that it's. Can we swear on here?
Yeah.
It's crazy that it's a fucking church.
Yeah.
It's like it is a church. Like there's a stained glass window, and it's crazy. I don't know.
It's probably going to be here after tonight, but up until then, I would say last week in Michigan, Machine Shop in Flint, Michigan.
Yeah.
That place was cool. Everyone's been there.
Tannehill's in Fort Worth.
Yeah. Mine might have to. Yeah, Tannehill's is special because it's my hometown and I grew up in the stockyards. But like Athens, we played the Georgia Theater. That was just cool, like amazing venue. But what was really cool for me is I got to see like all the people that I loved listening to, like Alabama Shakes, Rainbow Kitten Surprise. Like they were all like, they basically like it was a brick wall like this, and they'd all signed it. So the whole wall was just caked in different signatures. They had like Willie Nelson and like a bunch of other. So that was cool for me because of the history of the venue. But yeah.
So like for me, I've seen like Ernest Bailey's in like all the country. It's crazy the people that have been through. You guys might not be able to answer. Maybe it's like more your man. But how does like an opportunity like this, and like how do you guys form like a tour and all this?
Yeah, that's all that.
That's all behind
That's
the scenes
all
stuff.
them.
Yeah.
I mean, we tell them places that we think would be cool. They'll sometimes tell us you're stupid.
Yeah.
But yeah, we trust them with that stuff. I mean, they put us in some really cool spots.
Yeah, I mean, our management team's awesome, and it's nice to finally, because like at one point it was like all us doing all of it, and the crazy thing about like the internet is it moves so fast. So like we've gone through problems that bands will go through in like 8 months. Like we've only played. This is our 20th show ever selling tickets, like ever in our career. And so we've gone through like problems that'll take like 8 months for a band. Like this is how you should walk on stage, change guitars, like all the little things that you don't think about. We had to go through it in 3 weeks. And it was kind of just like, figure it the fuck out, hope it works. And so it's been crazy, but our management team, like True Grit Management, has been phenomenal for us, and they're the best we could have ever asked for.
Yeah, so you guys don't know, but there's a girl that stands above that balcony here. She always drinks a White Claw, and she always spills it on like one of the like Ern. And they try to kick her out, and Ern's like, nah, it's fine. But she always does it, so I bet money on it tonight that she does it. So it got me thinking, what's like the funniest thing a fan's ever said or done? You guys got a crazy story?
That's a good question.
My favorite that happens is I have our band logo on my thigh, and I made a TikTok about it because I told them if we ever got to 100,000 monthly listeners, I get our band logo tattooed on my thigh. I made a TikTok about it, and so now like a bunch of dudes get the logo on their thigh, and there's a group of 4 guys, it might be 5, that come to our Texas shows, and I recognize them, and whenever I see them, we immediately just drop our pants and then pull out the tattoos and take a photo with it, and that's one of my personal favorites because that's just absurd.
Mine's gonna be the Cheez-It thing. Like we pass out Cheez-Its, and some people you'll see they'll have their Cheez-It like, dude, I got a Cheez-It. It's so funny.
Probably, it kind of pisses me off, but at the same time, actually I don't respect it, but it's funny. People ask us to sign their bodies and get our signatures tattooed on them. It's so fucked up. Stop doing it, but we'll...
Dude, I love to sign it bigger and bigger every time.
It's
get the full chest.
It's great though. Like it's a cool thing that people want us to do that, but at the same time, it's just like you're sitting there and you're like, should I do this? Like, because it feels like we're not that big. Like, we haven't had that big of an impact on people's lives, but we have in a weird way. People. So it's just like, it's a weird feeling, but like, it's very cool that they want us to do that, but also it's like, what the fuck? Like, it's just like, yo.
Yeah, I wanted to ask, one of my favorite logos is the Western Space Grunge.
Yeah.
How'd that come? Dude,
The Western Space Grunge?
Yeah, that's such a sick logo.
A guy way back in the day kind of coined that term. When we were just coming up, he was trying to help us build social media and stuff. It's before we even had him.
Yeah.
And he was like, just talk about your genre. And I was like, we don't know what that is. And he just said that without hesitation.
Really?
And so that's just kind of stuck with it ever since.
We ran with it.
I didn't think it would turn into what it is now.
Yeah. And then for that logo in specific, like, we had this idea of like, because like two cowboys dueling would be awesome. It was like, okay, we should make them space cowboys, and we reached out to I think his name. I want to get it right. I don't know my phone. His name's Dalton Latham, I think is his. He's done a bunch of designs for like, I want to say like Co and Reed Southall and stuff. And I was just kind of like, hey, this is what we want it to look like, and he did a phenomenal job just taking the shitty idea that I had and making it that. And so it was really nice. It's definitely one of my favorite logos that we have for sure.
Yeah. So this one's for you.
Uh-huh.
You know, I talk about we're all like athletes called that. Did you ever think like you'd be doing a band and like, or you thought you were gonna be in the MLB? Like, what was like your baseball career like? I kind of.
Funnily enough, the one who would have ended up in the MLB would have been him, because I think, didn't you get a few tryouts with? He's got a really good arm, like really good arm.
What did you top out now?
91.
Yeah.
In like high school, I think, right? 91. Yeah, and so he was. But yeah, I went to ACU and baseball.
Is that a JUCO?
No, ACU's a D1.
Oh, really?
It's a D1 in Abilene, Texas.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. And they beat UT, University of Texas in the NCAA tournament.
Yeah.
So I went there. That's like their only claim to fame. But yeah, music had always kind of taken a backseat for me, because my dad was like, music's never gonna pay the bills, and I got a you get a baseball scholarship, so it pays for school, and it was fun. But I mean, I sucked. I rode the pine hard. So I was like, I rode the pine hard. D1 athlete, but like not really. And it was really cool. But I'm actually really happy, because if I didn't play baseball, then I never would have met these guys. And I'm happy that like music finally found its way in my life, because I feel like it was something that I was always destined to do. So
yeah, this is kind of like might not be true or not, but like a lot of the artists I've interviewed, like they talk about like their sports background stuff, and it taught them a lot of like fundamental skills and just like things in life. I don't know if there's anything that brought you can use to this day, like in your band, as a person.
I think it does. I mean, they're all avid basketball fans. You could ask these two about.
What's your guys' team?
Mavs.
Okay.
You could ask them about like
we know everything.
You could ask them about you could be like, who was the top scoring European white center in like 1987 or some shit like that, and they'd be like, and then there you go. And then I don't know a lot about that, and they'd just be able to tell you. But I think it gives you a lot. Like, it gives you discipline. It gives you like, you have to practice. You have to work for things. And
so the importance of the schedule.
Yeah, and I think we run this a lot like a team. Like there has to be good communication. There has to be like some days like somebody's gonna have their.
Yeah, you guys have like that team bond. I see like just even like hearing like you guys are just like chopping the shit up together.
Yeah,
just like everything.
And it's one of those things like one day like I may not feel the best, or he may be sore, or like shit like that. So it works, but
Yeah, do you guys think Kyrie's gonna resign from now?
Yes,
I hope he does it.
Yeah.
I don't.
He's going to.
More importantly,
it's just bad juju.
Yeah.
I think the Suns are gonna suck.
The Suns are.
I think
They're gonna have
I think the
plumbers
Suns
coming off their bench, dude.
I think the Suns
They
are
have me coming off their bench.
Yeah, I mean.
I think Kristaps to the Celtics. He's a
That's-
Celtics fan.
Good for you.
You're at
Good luck,
Game
dude.
6, Miami.
We have-
Celtics.
Bro, you were at the.
You're
That's
there.
great.
Dude, there was some there was some Heat fans just double birding him up the whole time. It's like a little kid's like, fuck you.
Have you ever seen the? Did you ever see that clip of the? It was the back when. So I'm a huge baseball fan. It was back when LA and the Padres, like 2 years ago, their rivalry was like heated. It was, the games were electric, And it was that Padres fan in the ninth when they take the lead, and he just like looks at a Dodgers fan and just gives him the fucking.
Yeah.
Oh, it's one of the
That's a
best.
classic.
It's one of the best gifts I've ever seen.
So I got a story from Game 6. So this one's kind of funny. So we were at the bars like before the game, and I got hammered. And I like yacked in a bush right before this, and some news outlet comes up to me and asks like enter me, and I was like.
I'm not unwell.
And he's like, yeah. So they come over and they start interviewing me, and they ask for my name and all my info. I give them the wrong like house address and everything just in case like
Something
I say
happens,
something.
yeah.
And there's like a video of me just saying like, "You don't have to," and it's just like and my grandma sends me a thing at like 1:15 and she goes, "Luke, just saw you on the news."
Udonis hasn't the greatest form.
Yeah, I was like, get him a ring, get Jimmy a ring, let's go.
Dude, no, I was team get Jimmy a ring. That was me.
Yeah.
I wanted Jimmy to get a ring. So now I want Jimmy and Dame.
Were you guys kind of mad as Mavs fans, like you guys? I feel like the end of the season, you guys just didn't want to play a playing game, so you kind of just like panicked.
I think
Oh, it was
Yeah.
definitely tanking at the end for Wemby, which we did not get.
At least they didn't lose their draft pick.
But yeah, our draft
Could've
pick
been
was
worse.
top 10 protected, and we
Yeah.
barely got it.
Could have been worse. So
Yeah,
Eric Lively, baby.
everybody. See, he was a guy with a good top recruit, and didn't really pan. But I feel like he could be a dog.
Yeah, he can.
Defensive guy.
Yeah.
Defensive guy.
7-1, he's huge.
Yeah. So I want to get back like.
yeah. Sorry. Yeah.
Sorry.
Oh yeah, we're in a band.
Yeah, we do.
Yeah.
Music.
Yeah.
Fuck.
I told you, dude. That's what you told me. You're like, I sent you something. And I was like, I like meant to put like sports and like music, and you're like, yeah, we'll talk sports for like
Oh,
30 minutes.
yeah. We'll talk sports
All
for
day.
a minute,
Good,
bro.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So this one is kind of like a tough question, but like when your guys' career is over, like how do you guys each want to be remembered? I was gonna ask you.
Wow, that's a great question.
No one's ever asked us that.
Yeah.
That's not that we get a lot of interviews. We've had like 4, but that's a solid.
I just want, like, you know how you play, like someone's playing a song, you might not know the band,
Yeah.
but as soon as you hear the singer, you're like, oh, that's what I want.
Yeah.
I want people to be like, oh, this sounds like fucking so-and-so.
Mhm.
That would be sick.
You know that feeling like when it's like raining and like Iris by the Goo Goo Dolls comes on, or like Creep by Radiohead,
Yeah.
and it's just a song that is so simple that you're like, this feels like it's existed for the duration of time. That's what I want.
Yeah.
Like we have something like that, or also selfishly, I want people to look at me and be like, you know, it's like, who are your favorite drummers? It's like Dave Grohl, Travis Barker,
Yeah.
me. So I don't know if I'll ever get there. I don't know if I'm built like that, but we'll see.
You'll
He's
get
built
that
like
too.
Yeah,
You
exactly.
serve the
Yeah,
animal. That's like
exactly.
that's the last thing. It's on somebody.
I want to be remembered for stage diving so hard that it hurts a bunch of people. Every show. That's not true. I apologize. That's not true. I don't know.
I do want to be remembered as a band that like no matter where you were, you stopped and you went, holy shit, like they just fuck shit up. I know Ty wants to be remembered just so famous. He wants to just everybody
He wants to be
mob
remembered
him.
for how good he was at Black Ops 3. That's what Ty wants to be remembered for. You don't really care about anything else.
Ty wants all the attention ever. That's what Ty wants.
Clearly.
Yeah. So this one, if you guys could have anyone open up for you, who would it be?
Open up for
Oh,
us.
Yeah.
that feels disrespectful.
Yeah.
Shea Abshire or Mitchell Ferguson, those two guys.
How about not open up? Maybe you guys go.
Play, yeah, 'cause
Yeah.
like, I can't be like the Foo Fighters, because like you can't. That's
Yeah.
just disrespectful.
Dury.
Dury, that's so good.
I still like Flycatcher.
Yeah,
Yeah,
so-
Flycatcher.
Flycatcher
like a
is
year ago.
such a good.
Yeah.
Flycatcher is such a good band.
Yeah.
Now, if I could play a show with anyone, I've been on a really big Paramore kick lately.
They were just here. You guys.
I know. I heard they were just, and I've just been listening to All I Wanted on repeat
Yeah.
for like just. Her voice is so good.
When you guys were first like coming out, so whenever we're here, he always screams Freebird just like to be obnoxious. Did you guys ever hear that?
Oh yeah.
We go out of our way to motherfuck
My
anybody
go-to-
who says Freebird at a
Yeah.
show. Like out of our way.
My go-to is the whole, I got a free bird for you right here. Just give me one.
Yeah. So this was like they just did it in Chicago. Morgan had like the Chicago Bulls like lineup.
Oh,
So you guys got to do something like that, or you guys ever thought like a new intro? You guys got to do that for like the cities.
so
Dude, that'd be sick. You guys have like a starting lineup.
So we literally started. I made something that was like that. That was us announcing. Like it was the Bulls theme, and it was announcing everyone in. It was too cringe though. But we do fun like walkout songs. Like we'll do like Wheels on the Bus.
You have Ohio State jersey for a night?
No, we didn't. We couldn't.
We're working on the jersey game though.
Yeah.
We've been building up jerseys.
If we play at colleges though, we get like we'll text a frat and be like, hey, give us like your shirts, and we'll wear like the college frat shirts on there. Or we played.
We can bring some. We could bring some more fraternity stuff to.
If you want, I'll wear some frat shit on stage for sure. Like Ohio State, 100%.
We could. I can give you my field jersey.
Yeah, you should wear that.
Dude,
I drum shirtless, so don't give me any shirts.
I could have you rock the field jersey.
Yeah.
Could do that.
Sweet.
So if you could, I don't want to take like too much of your time.
We're chilling. Yeah,
So-
no, we're good.
So if you guys play at any venue, where would you want to play?
Red Rocks.
Red Rocks.
Yeah.
I don't think
no use in saying something else.
Yeah, I just don't think it's. I mean, Dickey's.
Arena.
Because I live in Fort Worth,
Yeah.
and that's like that's the most logical. I mean, I guess Billy Bob's, but like,
Yeah.
we're getting a little too
I have no
heavy
interest.
for Billy Bob's.
Yeah.
So you guys probably know them, but like Camp, Camp.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So they're from Ohio. Actually, they're like youth group leader. He was like my youth group leader like growing up. He was best friends with them. So I went and saw him and I asked him that. And he was like, dude, it was like an out of body experience.
Oh, I bet because they played with Trampled by Turtles,
Yes.
and they were like, it's
Red Rocks?
yeah, it was Camp and Trampled by Turtles.
Forget about Triple Turtles.
They're so good.
They're with Zach Bryan.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, they are with Zach Bryan.
Wow.
Yeah, because it's Charles. So we're on the same. Charles Wesley Godwin is on the same management or like booking
All
as
the
us.
homies hate Ticketmaster. Dude, Jamie on there.
Mm.
Dude, we jammed.
Yeah, and then it's gonna be really fun because we're doing Highway 30 Fest,
Okay.
which is I don't think we're playing the day that Cody Jinks is headlining, but we've got like I think Josh Malloy and like Mike and the Moon Pies and Gary Clark Jr. and all that are playing that same day,
Yeah.
and then I think Zach Bryan headlines the day before.
So
And
you
then
guys definitely want to get more festivals and do stuff like
Yes.
that.
Yeah. I think right now, just because we've been getting so big, we're focusing on like headlining shows, so we can kind of build our stock and then try and go.
Yeah, we've just been focused on hitting these markets for the first time.
Yeah, because we've never like we're going to places for the first time and selling like 400, 500 tickets,
Yeah.
and it's crazy because like nobody. And then you come back and that'll probably double or triple depending on how you do and stuff like that.
Yeah, like today's show's gonna be well. I saw on Vivid Seats there's only like 7 tickets left.
Oh, that's
Nice.
Which is crazy.
Yeah, that'll be fun. I'm excited.
Yeah, it's kind of going off like who you could headline. Like if you could have someone on a feature like anything. Would you guys ever consider doing that?
James wouldn't.
I don't think
refuses.
He just doesn't.
I refuse.
You're telling me if Dave Grohl he was like.
We're talking about within reason.
Fuck you, Dave.
You know what I'd do? I'd lock you in a room like the Clippers locked DeAndre Jordan in a room. I'd be like, you're not allowed to leave until you're okay.
I would obviously do it with Dave, but like someone on the same level as us, I definitely am not interested in that.
I just don't know.
I just
You know
don't.
how to fit.
I don't know because it's so hard to find people that like fit us that aren't already like.
Yeah, they would seem forced, dude.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
feel like.
I think a Derry collaboration would be kind of gnarly, in my opinion.
I know, but or Medium Build just did something with Ex Ambassadors that came out today, which was kind of cool. But yeah, it dropped today. It's a good song. I listened to it when I got in at 3:37 on the airport. It was the worst, but I don't know. I'd love to do like Paramore or Travis Barker come drum on a song. You're so much better than me.
You would let him do that.
I would 100. You're kidding. I would 100%.
He
If Travis
would not
Barker
do that.
walked into this room right now, I would be like, "Here you go, sir. Thank you so much." And then I'd be like, "Please make sure I can play it live,"
Yeah.
because he does some shit that I'm like, "No."
Yeah. So my favorite song is Where I Steered. You guys.
Yeah.
So what's your guys' individual?
Not that.
Of ours,
Not yet.
Autopilot
I like that song.
Autopilot.
or Sectional.
Oh, mine is Autopilot or Space Invader. It's definitely Space Invader.
So, favorite song to listen to or favorite song to play?
I I guess it's 2 questions. So
It is 2 questions.
Yeah, so I think favorite song to play is probably now for me. I love when we play Freaks. It's a Surf Curse cover. We do like a cover of Surf Curse. It's not ours. But
It's fun to play.
It's so much fun.
And
And
then
then
the same thing.
yeah,
Start to finish.
And then my favorite song to listen to is Autopilot. I really like. We have a new song not coming out, but we recorded it called Pixie. We'll play it tonight.
Yeah.
But
That one's gonna be my favorite to listen to.
or shameless plug, Birds and the Bees, out July 14th. If you go to the link in our bio somewhere, it'll be I don't know.
Shameless.
Shameless plug. Go pre-save it and listen to it when it comes out, July 14th. Please and thank you.
We'll work on that. Plug.
No, shame.
That was tough.
Segways are for pussies.
I guess I just don't want to take too much. I'll ask one more question. And what's like a typical day like when you're like performing like tonight? So what's your day like?
Today's kind of an outlier because we got here early.
Yeah, because there's a wedding.
Yeah.
There's like there's a wedding because the Bluestone is a fucking church.
Yeah.
So there's a wedding tomorrow, and so they're doing the rehearsal from like 4 to 6. So normally,
That's when we're.
Normally we'll get to the venue like nowish.
yeah, that's when we're getting to the venue. We haven't even loaded in, haven't even set up, and
And we usually set up. That takes a while. Takes Fox the longest because that's how being a drummer works.
hey, kids out there, fuck being
Play
a drummer.
bass. Just play the bass.
Literally play the bass. All you have to do is show up with a
Play the
bass
bass.
and an amp, and maybe 2 pedals.
Don't be a drummer.
And that's it. Drumming sucks. Go fuck yourself.
Anyways, we just chill after that at the venue. I mean, sometimes our hotel will be closed or something like that to where we can go back, but we don't do it very often. So we're usually after sound check at the venue for like 4 hours, and then we go on.
Minimum.
Yeah.
And then sign stuff after the show, load out, and we outie, 5:30.
It's a lot of like, so many people always like DM us and they're like, well, come out, like drink beers, and it's like,
Fuck
dog,
no.
We're still working, dude.
Fuck no,
It's
dude.
it's 1 in the morning and we're still loading. Like, no, I'm tired.
Yeah.
And so like today, it's nice because our like hotel is 5 minutes away,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
so we don't have to get anywhere. But like tomorrow we drive to Huntington, West Virginia.
Yeah.
So it'll have to be wake up, drive to Huntington, get to the venue, unload, sound check,
Yeah.
eat, and then probably by then it's about like 7 o'clock. Doors open at
So that's when you
7.
get dressed, get ready.
Yeah, and then
Gears on.
if the venue has a shower,
Yeah.
money,
You're good to go.
money, and you just do that, and then so yeah, it's kind of what a typical
That's the
day
most
is.
typical.
Yeah.
It's always something different.
And then like an off day, we just play video games, and
So-
That's all we do on our off time is video
We just
games.
did that for a week
We
straight.
ran like
Yeah.
30 games of 2K easy.
yeah. And
What's
then,
your favorite 2K game?
Favorite 2K?
Yeah, with you.
I mean, I played like 2K11 with Jordan on the cover
Yeah.
really hard when I was little, but 16 is probably the
Michael?
best.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was like the first 2K where it's like you
The
can
old
be Michael.
Yeah.
So I was
16
really
is the
into that.
best, but 23 is fun just because it's too easy.
Yeah.
I play MLB The Show.
Yeah. Diamond Dynasty.
Yeah, they 30-piece me in 2K. I beat the fuck out of them in MLB The Show. That's my
50 piece.
Yeah, no, 50. Yeah, no, I get fucked up in 2K. I'm ass. 2K and Madden, I'm ass.
Bro
Like-
will quit in the second
like,
quarter. It's
You
like,
should.
yeah,
You could put a blind, deaf orphan on the controller,
Killing ya.
and they would do better than me. Like, it's not good. It's not good.
Yeah.
So,
Hey, Ken, you got anything you want to ask?
Yeah.
You've just been standing here.
No, man. I mean, I'll shoot the shit over sports anytime, but
Yeah.
you know, we could do that for way too long. You miss sound check.
facts.
But no, I didn't really have anything. I mean, I've been following you guys on TikTok for the longest time, so it's really great to be here to meet you
That's
guys.
awesome.
Yeah.
We appreciate you guys taking some
Yeah, we
time.
appreciate you guys taking
Yeah,
time out of your guys'
absolutely.
time.
No problem. And then you guys are sticking around for the show, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Awesome.
yeah. I'll be shooting, so
Oh yeah.
Sweet.
Oh, and
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, well, I'll get your info. I'll send you guys the stuff.
Yeah, man.
I appreciate it.
That'll be awesome.
Yeah, thank you guys for
Sure.
taking
Cool. Yeah. Okay.
That's been-
Sick.